All right, I just have to preface the attached video that I just did a few minutes ago when I experimented calling the 1-800 number. I wanted to clarify that when you heard a break where I turned you off from it, it's because I was giving either my social or my birthday. Not that y'all don't know I'm an old coot, but you know what I'm saying. And later on, I just eliminated the whole part after I get someone live because you don't need to hear about that. And I actually used it for a twofer. I figured since I got someone live on the phone, I'm going to ask about a particular case where they have not processed my 1696 and 1693 and gotten me connected to the case at all yet. And they're not responding to my client. When my client calls and says, "Hey, you're not connecting my lawyer," they tell him, "Oh, it's waiting its turn. It'll take 2 months," and all this other horrible crap coming out of New Jersey. So anyway, that's what I ended up discussing with the lady, and she's going to kindly put a red flag on that, so that the field office in New Jersey will see it, and then maybe it'll light a match under their buttocks. So this was a pretty interesting test run. I'm very pleased. You're going to see that the first 5 minutes is like monotonous and annoying. That wasn't wait time. It was the menu driven stuff. And I made the mistake of saying, when they say, "What are you calling about?" I said, "A pending claim," and press the button for that. And now, of course, that wasn't what I was. And so when they asked for a social, I put in my own, and maybe the system was very confused because I don't have a pending claim in my social. So I'm going to do it again. Maybe it will be today. I'm not sure. And I'm going to try to find the way to get to it to put me in line quicker for an agent. You'll see when I finally got to where they said, "All right, we're going to get you an agent." It was less than a minute for an agent. I'm flabbergasted. First time in 21 years. However, and I'm doing this because someone was just posting on the YouTube channel that they tried calling in the last 2 months and they got a 2 hour wait, which was typical for the last couple years. And I'm wondering, is this something that has been, fixed more recently, which is possible because the fixers only came in since February or something, or March or April, even actually, when they started revamping and stuff. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna let you let you sit on that if you care to. You could see exactly what happened. And again, anytime I blip something out, it's because I had to put in verbally my information. And otherwise, they are muted because they're muted to you because they're in my ear. I did mute them at times like when I was going through the menu driven stuff to talk to you because otherwise my talking would confuse her and be, "I didn't get that. I wasn't talking to you." So let me just mute. I was doing lots of buttons at one time, muting on my phone. And then later I would have to mute off or stop the recording because if I was putting in my social, much as I love you guys, I really don't want everybody on my social. All right, chat with you later. Bye. This is going to be a long and boring video, but what I'm doing is, so most of this will probably be cut out, but I'm experimenting to see when I call the 800 number on today, which is July 28th, 2025, how long is the wait when calling at 1:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Because I do believe there's rush hours and rush days. This is a Monday, so it could be a bad day. Let's see. 1-800, 1-800 772-1213. If you can see that, that's what I'm calling. I'm going to go through my headphones so it doesn't do that. Telling me that my call. Hello? Hello? I have it on mute. It's going in my ear. I am looking for some information on a pending Social Security claim. Yes, 336. It said to do that to continue the call. It's talking about the wait times for DDS and all that. Yes, I'd still like to get the status. Yes, it's asking me if I want to get the status of a claim or appeal, and I keep saying yes, yes. Let's try this again. Do you still want these? Now it's trying to get me on the internet, asking for the caller's information. Continue. It is very annoying. There's still, the machine, the bot. Yes, it's asking if I understand and agree that fraud is. Yes, I had to put in a social, so I put in my own. So it asked me for a Social Security number and a birth date because it can't process mine. Maybe because I don't have a pending claim, like I said I was interested in. It's getting me a live body, finally. And my experience is not good so far. Now, if someone comes on quick, I'll be impressed. I will hang up with you when I get someone on and we'll see what the time frame was. It did give the option for a callback. Yeah, hi. I'm an attorney representative and I am trying to find the status of some attorney representative paperwork for my client. It was submitted a couple months ago, the 1696 and all that, but the field office doesn't seem to be budging on it. And we both called, I've resent in the paperwork and there seems to be no live bodies down there. I was wondering if you could look into it for me. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, because I have no e-file access or anything, so I can't check anything. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your help. You have a you do have a great week. Bye-bye. Oh, thanks. Bye. There you have it, guys. So, I don't know how long that was. It actually was probably less than a minute from the time the automated system did all of its automated BS. And I realize automated systems are kind of necessary when you're dealing with millions of people. I do. Um, so that was pretty fast. There was no 13 minutes there. So the people that are still getting the 2 hours, all I can say is at 1:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time was a good time to the 800 number. Now it was 1:34 Eastern Standard Time when I got off the phone with her, but I was on the phone with her for a few minutes. I'd say between the wait, I mean the menu driven stuff when you're supposed to be doing something, you're not technically waiting, and the time they put me in queue for an agent. Guys, did I even wait 60 seconds? I'm kind of flabbergasted. She was very nice too. She was going to put a message in to the field office. She goes, it's like a flag. So she can't like buzz and someone picks up, from her position here, but she could flag it so that they could see that the attorney called. Where's the, processing of this, that, and the other thing. But anywho, uh, that was kind of cool. I was impressed. So I'm going to post this. Bye.